All right, I'm Alexandra Harbushka here with Life with Herpes. And did you know that April is STD Awareness Month? So today, we're gonna talk about STDs and getting tested. All right, so let's just jump right to it. It's so awesome that we have this opportunity to be able to have an entire month dedicated to our sexual health, to taking care of ourselves, to learning, and just, taking on this opportunity to really do the best thing that we possibly can do when we're talking about sex. Because let's face it, we get a little giddy, we get a little embarrassed, and this whole thing can be kind of funny. But here's some interesting statistics for you. Do you know that 110 million Americans have an STD or an STI? That's a lot of people. Now, if you're like me and you're like, how many Americans are there? I had to Google it. There's 325 million Americans. When you do the math, that's about 34% of us have an STD or STI, whichever you want to call it. That's a huge percent. And so it's really interesting that with that large of a percent, there's such a big stigma. It's really a big stigma for that amount of people. Now, here's another interesting statistic. I have to look it up actually. So there's 20 million new STI cases a year. 20 million. So 20 million new outbreaks or new people being diagnosed with herpes, or this is all STDs, all STIs combined, but let's lower that. Let's stop this. Let's figure out a way so that we can be in control. So with the 20 million new STI cases, 50% of the cases are young adults. So they're between the ages of 15 and 24. I'm gonna say that again. 50% of the new cases are between the ages of 15 and 24. So that's 9 years. The majority of the diagnoses, I think it's plural world, is with a 9 year. That's not even a decade, right? So we need to stop that. And here's another interesting thing. With the people between the ages of 15 and 24, that same group, only 12% of them have been tested for an STD. That's kind of scary, right? And there's so many reasons to why not. A lot of it is maybe you're embarrassed. A lot of it is like, oh, I'm too cool for school. But we need to really change that whole mindset and take control of our health. All right, so what does this mean for us? This means that it's okay to be in charge. It's okay for you to ask your partner about their sexual health. It's okay for you to say, hey, I'm gonna require you to use protection. I'm gonna require a condom. It's okay to require that. It's okay to ask your partners, are we exclusively sleeping together or are you with other people? It's okay to discuss birth control options. It's okay to discuss herpes, right? If you have herpes, it's crucial that you tell your partner this, right? It's really crucial. And this can also help us cut back on this 20 million, maybe we can start to lower it. And maybe that 12% of 15 to 24 year olds, maybe we can get that up to, 100%. I don't think that's ever gonna happen, but let's be serious. Let's really get in control of this. This is gonna sound kind of corny, but this is what I truly believe. So, as I believe sex is a normal part of life, it's part of life. We're put on this planet to reproduce and create offspring and all that. And so it's a normal part of life. But with that being said, it's also a choice. So you have the choice to have sex, right? Which means that you can go on dates and choose not to have sex. You get to choose who you're going to have sex with. So with that being said, it's a choice. And what I want you to look at it is, I want you to make that choice to get tested. I want you to make that choice to be responsible. I want you to make those choices and not just conform to like, oh, well, it's easier not to have the conversation, or it's awkward, or it's confusing, right? Oh, another thing that's really key when it comes to getting tested, as you know, and you've heard me talk about it in past with the herpes diagnosis, you specifically have to ask for a herpes test when you're getting an STD panel done. So the herpes test is not always included. In fact, most of the time it's not included at all. So you specifically have to ask. So make sure you do that. All right, if you're wondering about, do you have herpes, do you not have herpes, all that fun stuff, well, not really fun, but it's better to know than not know. So I If I told you about Herp Alert, I'm obsessed with Herp Alert. It is an online telehealth company. Basically, you go online, you submit your photo, and MD will diagnose you within the hour and get your prescription securely, safely, and discreetly sent over to your pharmacy. So it is a great method, a great way to just inquire about any potential bumps, itches, outbreaks, anything like that. So go to herpalert.com. If you use the promo Life with Herpes, all one word, you get 10% off. So go ahead and do it. All right, I did not mention the Secret Society. I think I totally forgot about that. I just got so caught up in herpes, well, I would say Herpes Awareness Month. It's STD Awareness Month. But go to the Secret Society. It is an online community for people who are living with herpes. So if you have, if you're just diagnosed, or you have questions, or you're dating, or you have outbreak after outbreak and want, some solutions and just want some friends to talk to, go to lifewithherpes.com/Secret Society. You'll find it there on the homepage. All right, I will see you all soon in the next episode. Go to lifewithherpes.com for any questions, and I'll see you all soon.